November 22nd, 1963. This unbelievable headline hit the streets just about this time in the afternoon. The headline confirmed what most people had been hearing by radio and television for several hours, that President Kennedy had been assassinated in Dallas. Now, 3 years later, same afternoon, about the same time, another headline appears, asking new questions into the assassination of John Kennedy. With pictures taken of the assassination that afternoon, the question is asked, did the Warren Commission truly get to the bottom of the assassination? Did Oswald truly commit it by himself? Life magazine asks that the investigation be reopened. There's a lot of talk today about reopening the investigation. Do you think that should be done?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, I don't think that man really did it.
Why do you say that?
Well, what I have read in the papers and with the different things I've been reading about, he might have done it, but there was someone else besides him, not just the one man.
So you're not satisfied with the finding that he did it by himself?
No.
Are you satisfied with the findings of the Warren Commission?
No, I'm not. I believe the it should be reopened. There's too many questions in my mind about the assassination. Too many strange occurrences in the sense that 10 people have died already in Dallas or that were connected with, anyway, with Ruby or anyone involved. They've been assassinated or they're not around anymore, including Dorothy Kilgallen. I believe there is more to it than one bullet, one man. It just leaves so much reason for doubt in my mind.
What were you doing 3 years ago this afternoon?
I was driving to a client's place of business to deliver a policy, and everything stopped, including business that day. No one would talk. I couldn't even talk. It was quite a sad day.
Do you think the investigation should be begun again?
I do not.
Why?
Well, the poor soul is gone. Why rehash a man's death? It was a pitiful thing that happened in the first place.
Are you satisfied that it happened the way they say it did? Oswald killing him by himself?
I believe that he done it, and he was put up by an organization and gave his life for that purpose.
And so you would let it go at that?
Well, I would let the poor soul rest in peace, and he's gone. How can you bring him back?
Do you think the investigation should be reopened?
I do. I believe the investigation should go until we are all satisfied, because there are a lot of people dissatisfied about the assassination.
How do you yourself feel?
Oh, well, this being the day of the anniversary of the assassination, a little spot comes through my heart that makes me feel a little sad, and I think there are a lot of people feel the same. It was a bad deal.
You remember where you were when you heard about it?
Yes, I do. I was over in Bay Point. My sister came out. I was working. My sister came out to tell me about it, and I never felt so bad all of a sudden all in my life. It was terrible.
Does it seem like it's been 3 years?
It actually doesn't seem like 3 years. I was surprised this morning when I heard on the radio that this was the anniversary of the assassination, and really it was a short 3 years, but we're still living with it. And actually, the investigation, I believe, should go on for another 3 years until somebody's satisfied.
The shock is gone from the death of John Kennedy, but that day 3 years ago has become a fixed moment in American history. Like Pearl Harbor Day and VJ Day and a few other moments in time, most people remember very clearly where they were when they heard the news. But above all other considerations is the haunting reality that today, 3 years later, many people still have reasonable doubt as to what actually happened that afternoon in Dallas. This is Joe Abrell for Channel 4 News. Well, how do you feel about the investigation that was conducted? Are you satisfied with the findings that Lee Harvey Oswald did it by himself?
I don't really believe that they investigated it thoroughly enough. I think it would probably be much better if they reopened the investigation.
Have you always felt this way or just recently?
No, I felt that way all along. I thought they were sort of unfair.
The biggest dispute in it, if I'm not mistaken, is the fact that there was such a short time limit in the time that the president was hit, and the other gentleman too. So,
well, now you're in the Marine Corps. I know you've fired weapons. You think that many shots can be got off in that short a time with a bolt action?
No, I do not. and there was a one second point something another time limit in between the two shots, if I remember correctly, and it'd be an impossibility. A man would have to be with a bolt action rifle. It's impossible, I think.
The way I feel is if both Kennedy and Johnson, or not Johnson, Connolly were hit by the same bullet, then there's something wrong, because the man, time-wise, couldn't fire off that many bullets, and unless there's someone there to help him. So whether it was or not, I don't know, but
There is some doubt in your mind
there
as
is
to
some,
one man
yes.
doing it.
I feel maybe there could have been two, but I don't know anything conclusive, or but that's my opinions today.